hey gang, just want to bring a brief update. First of all, the Bible does say, not for all things, but in all things, give thanks. Sometimes we wonder, what's the will of God for my life? Well, that's one of the scriptures that could really help us, I think, a lot, is just learn to give thanks. It's not always easy to give thanks at Thanksgiving time, especially when you got a lot of stuff going on, burdens and the finances and troubles, but still learning to give thanks in spite of in some ways, but at least in all things, to be grateful for all that God has done. The fact is, we know that none of us get out of this world alive, so we might as well enjoy each day. This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So hey, at Thanksgiving time, we do want to give thanks. We're going to have a Thanksgiving meal. My aunt, of course, is with us, and sometimes it's not easy to give thanks, but we're giving thanks. In spite of the situations and circumstances. We'll have family and have a great turkey meal and ham and all that stuff. And so I hope you also have a great Thanksgiving time. Hey, this morning, every Tuesday morning, I try and hang out with George Runyon and a few other guys that are part of a network or a team that's trying to do kingdom-related stuff in the San Diego County area. In fact, recently, George kind of took my place at the International Coalition of Apostolic Leaders. He spoke in a panel and did a great job. But, so we do a lot of work and have worked together for years and years. Of course, George is a part of our board as well. Anyway, he was talking this morning that, it's time that we develop more of a Holy Spirit-focused strategic plan. We talk a lot, and a lot of people talk, and a lot of people pray, but not a lot of people do or put feet to their prayers. And so he was talking about, what is your strategic plan? And, not just for our network, but generally for us as individuals and for our various ministries that were represented there on the Zoom call this morning. So he asked me first, Dan, what do you think? And the thing that popped in my head was, vision is all about advancing the kingdom by equipping the saints and by preparing leaders in the 21st century. That's really what we're about, and it's really what's desperately needed, especially in the nations of the world. Every bit of research I can find indicates that the number one need still in the nations is a Bible. But number two is leadership, training, and development. And that's really what Vision International, as you all know, is all about. And so as we are, giving thanks over our Thanksgiving season, I want you to maybe also lift up, Lord, give us the strategy on how to reach the nations in a greater measure. There are thousands and thousands of leaders that need an educational ministry like Vision can provide. We need to somehow find a way to connect with them. Because I believe that the earth will be covered with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. And I know all of you believe that as well. So let's just keep standing in faith. Also, keep praying. We're waiting to hear how the appraisal's coming on our building. That's really apparently the last thing before it goes into escrow. And we're trusting God that it'll close before the end of the year, at which point San Diego Christian Foundation have been very gracious with us. Will give us a $50,000 discount on what we owe them. And that would just be a great blessing for us. So let's keep in prayer, trusting God for great things. And I do want to wish you all a truly happy Thanksgiving season. Remember, in all things, give thanks.